Hello, everyone. Here's a quick tutorial video for how to report a bug in ArchivesSpace. So before we get started, you'll need to make sure that you have an Atlassian account so you can access Confluence and Jira. Before reporting a bug, we ask that you take the following steps. The first is to determine that the bug has not already been fixed by either updating to the latest release and attempt to replicate the problem in it, or attempt to replicate the problem in our sandbox, which always has the latest release running. Next, we ask that you review the unresolved bugs logged in Jira to see if the bug has already been reported. In this case, you can indicate in the existing report that you also encountered the bug instead of creating a new ticket for the same bug, in this case, submitting a duplicate ticket for something that's already been created. After creating a Jira account, you can vote and add yourself as a watcher of an already existing bug by clicking the buttons on the top right view of the Jira issue. Some things to note is that voting for a bug report can help prioritize it, as well as watching a bug report will send you an email when information is added to the issue or its status changes. Lastly, you can also post a message to the ArchivesSpace users group list asking for help in understanding and verifying the bug you encountered. Please note, to post to this list, you will need to be staff of an ArchivesSpace member organization. Once you've done all of the above, we can log into Jira here and we'll select Create. And I'll expand it here. So for the issue type, we'll make sure to select Bug. And down here, we can give a summary. And in the bug report description, we've provided you with some instructions as well as some examples. So following these closely will help our team be able to understand exactly what it is, as well as potentially replicate the bug on our end. So for steps to reproduce, steps such as describing the steps leading up to the problem, keeping each step simple, specific, and unambiguous. So for example, navigate to the top container's configuration and then including that information. Prefer using nouns to pronouns. So for example, instead of "it does not have the resource IDs," we would say something like "the EAD export does not include the resource IDs." Lastly, we ask that you explicitly state the expected results versus the actual results. So explain what you expected to happen and then what actually happened. So we give you a numbered list down here of the steps that you took. For example, edit a resource on staff user interface, mark an agent, save the resource, click on export, and then here, expected result. A field should appear in the mark XML export of the resource versus the actual result. No field appears in the mark XML export of the resource. And then down here, you can select the priority. We provide you with more information on priority levels here. You can select any labels that may apply. You can provide any documentation here. You can select any linked issues. And here you can make sure to select the affected versions. And something to note, if you happen to be creating multiple bug reports, before you press create over here, check the box, create another issue. And when you press create to submit, a lot of the data that you've entered on the first ticket will carry over into the next ticket, hopefully saving you some time. And that is how you would submit a bug report in ArchivesSpace.